This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. So we will continue the SOQL. We have seen limit, limit class, offset, order by, right? So again, see a simple SOQL query. Okay, we have a keyword called all rows. We have a keyword called all rows. So this used to fetch. If you use this keyword in your query at the end, this will return rows from object and as well as from recycle bin. If any record was deleted for this object and it is there in recycle bin, right, then that rows will also be fetched in this query when you give all rows. When you do not use all rows, it is going to return only the records from object. If you include the keyword all rows, it's going to return records from both object as well as recycle bin. If any records belong to this object is deleted, and within 15 days you can do all rows and get all the records from object as well as recycle bin. We'll follow this. So all rows is used to fetch all the rows from the database, including recycle bin, including the deleted records before the 15 days, right? Within the 15 days, the record can be retrieved. We'll follow this. So whatever we covered so far, let's put it in one class and we'll display the results in the VF page. So how to display this in VF? So we are going to display this. All right. We got a rating, name, phone number, right? We get the rows here. So how to render the particular block without refresh the page. Re-render attribute. All right. Okay. So let's go with the what else we covered. We covered order keyword, and I would like to sort an ascending order by name. Okay, sort based on ascending order name, and sort based on descending order. Right. So sort ascending, descending, right? And limit by 5. You'll follow this. Suppose I need to get the limit from the Visual Force page, not the hard-coded value. I need to get the value 5 integer from the Visual Force page. So same query, the limit we are going to get from my limit. So whenever you are referring any field other than query other than object field, any variable you are referring in SOQL other than object field, it should be prefixed with colon. We'll follow this. If any query you are referring, if any variable you are referring in SOQL statement other than your object field, that should be prefixed with colon. So now this limit we are going to get from Visual Force page. This limits by default it gets 5 records. Okay, why it is so? Line number. We need to get the value. All right. We will follow this. Right. We'll see what is all rows. Okay. We'll see what is all rows. All rows is used to fetch the records from recycle bin as well. All right. So we'll put one more method for all rows. There is no record in the recycle bin. Let's delete some rows. Okay. I delete SFDC corp. So there are two rows. There are two rows in recycle bin. Okay. So I include the general query, which will get all the rows from the database in the constructor. So what will happen? This method will first execute. When the page loaded, you will get all the it will display all the rows from the object. Right? Because I include my query in the constructor. Right. I don't see SFDC corp now. I don't see SFDC corp now. Right? The one which is deleted. So now we are going to include a method to get records from both object as well as recycle bin. So this only from object, all rows will from recycle bin as well. We'll follow this. So able to follow. So all rows will bring the records from recycle bin as well. I need to get the record only from recycle bin. Only deleted rows I need to get. Got me? Only the deleted rows I need to get. This is a system defined field of Boolean type. Okay. Is deleted is a system defined field of Boolean type. This will be true if for the deleted records. This will be automatically populated with true for the deleted rows. Got me? So this will be true for your the records which are deleted. Okay, for SFDC corp, for these two records, there will be a field is deleted, which will be a true. Okay, which will be a true. So this will be true only if any record is deleted. For rest of the record, it's going to be false. Okay, for the deleted rows alone, there is a field, a system defined field in object. In every object in Salesforce, you take a standard or custom. For the deleted rows, this will have a value is deleted. We will follow this. For this one, we'll have a is deleted equal to true. So to get this record, I'm going to run a SOQL statement. Only the deleted rows, account, all rows, right? And we are going to include a condition, a conditional keyword, a conditional class, where. Where is a keyword to include a condition is deleted equal to true. Okay, so there's a keyword called where, which is used to include a condition. Suppose I need to get only the account, industries energy, right? These I will use. Suppose I use I need to get the record, right? The record where the rating is hot. I can go with where condition keyword and field equal and value. We'll follow this. So it gives only the accounts whose rating is hot. I need to get a account whose energy industry is energy. Am I right? Okay. We'll see much more detail about where class. So to get only the deleted rows, then what we'll do? We'll do select name from account where is deleted equal to true. But what will happen? This will not give any result, because to refer your recycle bin, to point your recycle bin, any records you need to get from recycle bin, we need to include all rows as well. So along with all rows, you include this condition, then you're able to get only the deleted rows. We will follow this. So I'm going to include one more method here. So this is a method I'm going to call. So only the deleted rows. Oh, there's a problem here. Is deleted. Okay. We should also get. Am I right? So because we are trying to display phone rating industry as well. So earlier we didn't retrieve it. So only the deleted rows I get, all the rows will follow this. Will follow this, right? So we'll move on to a where condition. So where is a keyword used to, okay, where class, it's called classes. The where class is used to include a condition in your SOQL statement. Okay. To refer only one condition, field name, right? You'll have a operator and value. You have just seen, right? For multiple conditions, we are going to have a see field one. Okay, an operator. Operator need not be equal, right? It can be anything. Okay, value, and we are going to use a keyword and or. So you can include multiple conditions here. You will follow this. Suppose I need to get um, the records where the industry is apparel as well as rating is hot. Okay, I need to get an opportunity record where the stage name is close to 1 and amount is greater than some value. Okay, greater than 5,000. Right? So multiple conditions. I need to get, okay, an account where rating is equal to gold or now this is a right unconditions. It means both the condition needs to be met. Now either one of the condition is met, then get me the record. Okay, a number of employees is greater than 50,000. Right, like this we can use where class one condition or multiple conditions. You can have the combinations of condition also. The two conditions, for example, I need a record. Okay, both the conditions should be met or both the conditions should be met. Okay, or a close date is equal to this week. So whatever opportunity getting close today, right? So this will cover later. I have a type field here. Okay, I have a type field here, so it's prospect or something. Then get me the record. Say that this condition should be met, this condition should be met, or this condition should be met. So combinations, right? You can use and or keyword. You can use and or keyword. We'll follow this. To save the time, we'll just go with the exercise which I already built. Okay, so you can see here. So I need to fetch all the accounts whose industry is banking. So this is my query. All right. So select name, industry, phone from account where industry equal to banking. So get me the record where the case record where the origin is email. Right. Get me the opportunities. So I have two conditions here where the amount is more than 50,000. So this is your query. So people follow this. So conditionally get the records. They conditionally get the records. Okay, so let's include some method here to demonstrate this. So we have one example to refer all the SOQL parameters, right? Right. So we are going to include a condition statically here. It means we know the condition. What condition we are going to use it in the where class. Right. So the condition is predefined. The condition is predefined. So what is the method name? Static where demo. See, we are not going to we are just populate the value, right? We just populate the variable. We are not redirect to anywhere. We are not returning any value because the variable is populated with the value. So the method need not have any return type. It's not required. If you give return type also, it doesn't make any sense, and there is no scope here because when you call this method, we populate a value and render the result. That's it. Okay, so static var demo. So basically, it's going to display only the accounts with industry banking. Okay, right. What's the problem here? Maybe there is no, yeah, there is no, okay, record at the banking. I'll go with energy. Right, so this is one method. Now I need to get this uh, industry phone rating as well. Static, so only energy is right given here. Now I need to get these conditions from the Visualforce page. The energy, right? It's a static query, static var demo. We are going to make this dynamic. It means the user is going to give the value for the var class. Okay, so we are going to receive it as a string here. So people know how to use the variable other than your object field, right? With semicolon. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we need to get this value also, right? So where do you like to receive this? My condition. And enter the industry here. I get only the consulting values. Am I right? Will follow this? So we will follow this. So we can have a and an or condition as well. Okay. So this is a query which includes uh, two conditions. Include two conditions. Less than 50,000. Okay. And now I need opportunity which is not equal to closed one. I need opportunity other than closed one. I need all the opportunities in my result. Okay, now it is equal to closed one, but whatever opportunities other than closed one, I need to retrieve. I need to fetch. Okay, so we'll use operator exclamatory equal. So it means not equal, which means not equal. We use operator exclamatory equal, which means not equal. So I need to get fetch opportunities whose stage is not equal to closed one. Got me? So we are going to do, so instead of equal, we are going to use an operator not equal. We'll follow this. We used a not equal operator. Okay. Fetch the contact. Okay. Right. That have a valid email ID. That have valid email ID. So select some contact fields where email not equal to, we're going to use here a keyword called null. Okay, so null. So null is basically, it tells absence of value. The null says in the absence of value, it's not equal to null. Got me? Then it will give the retrieve the record that has some email value, that has an email ID. Right? If I need to get only the contacts without email ID, equal to null. There are two contacts. Got me? Not equal. And how do you use not equal along with the null in the conditions, in the where conditions? We'll follow this. Shall we proceed? There is a keyword called in. There is a keyword called in. The in keyword used to compare more than one value. Okay. Suppose I have a requirement fetch account. Okay. Fetch account records whose industry whose industry may energy or education, apparel, technology, consulting. So any of these values met, get me the records. So what you will do normally when you do this type of query, what you will do normally, right? We'll do we'll use R we'll use R keyword. Am I right? To include either or a type of thing you'll use like this. Am I right? Energy, and again you'll repeat industry, education, or industry equal to apparel. Am I right or wrong? This is the way you will repeat or this I will do it. So get whatever the condition is met. Okay, we are going to simplify this. We are going to simplify this writing this such type of query using a keyword in. Okay, so using in, how we are going to simplify this? See here, industry in keyword within a bracket. Within a bracket, we are going to refer the values, more than one values that needs to be compared with a comma separated. We will follow this. So with comma separated, we are going to give. So now industry falls on any of these value. The industry field falls on any of these value, then the record will be retrieved. So it's 6 record earlier. This again going to give the same result. So this is a simplified form of writing the SOQL statement when you have more than one values to be compared. So in keyword is used to compare more than one values in the your where condition, right? Got me? So this is how we'll use your where condition. So I need to get the contacts whose billing city falls in different city values. Got me? So fetch the contacts whose mailing city, okay, mailing city is in Hyderabad, Chennai. So right, this is how the value. Then what we will do? Select where in. Am I right? If it is a string value, then you should use single quotes. If it is string value, you should use single quotes. If it is a number value, if you are going to choose, then you're going without single quotes, you would refer. You'll follow this? It's clear? Okay, so we have seen the keyword null type value can pass through VF page. Why should I pass null value from VF? VF null is a this is not the value you can see. You can initialize a variable with a null value in your Apex environment. By default, whenever you declare a variable, it's without any initialization, it's going to be null. Okay, right? There won't be any scope or requirement where you will pass null value from the UI. Suppose I like to reset all the values, initialize all the values with a null. I can do that. Suppose I have a method here. Uh, okay, reset. Suppose I have a method called reset here. Right. So in this method, I would like to reset all my variables. Right. My limit, my condition. That can be done. Right. So wherever we have such requirement, of course you can do that. Okay. Right. Let's move on to different one. Okay, we have seen keyword not equal to where condition, where keyword, null, in, order by, limits, right, offset. Uh, got me? So we have a keyword for update. For update, suppose I like to modify, perform some DML, like to do some changes on the set of records. Then what you will do? Before you modify any records in the database, first you will get the record. First you will get the record. Select. Suppose I'm going to modify the rating field, right? I'm going to modify the rating field. I'm going to get the rating from account. Uh, so whatever the account whose rating is, I mean whose industry is finance. Okay, the rating I need to modify into some other rating. Whatever the rating it is now, I would like to modify that to hot if the industry is finance. Okay, so it may retrieve, say it retrieves some 10 records. Okay, it retrieves some 10 records. 10 rows are matching with this condition, right? So till I modify the rows, till I apply the DML changes to the database, till I save my changes to the database, my records should be locked. It means that should not be exposed to any other users. Before I commit my changes, the other user should not modify these records, should not modify the records under current transaction. So whatever records under this result, that should be locked for further modification by any other user, right? In real time, uh, when you book any movie tickets, right? You'll see that there is a time limit will appear, right? Some 3 minutes or 4 minutes time limit will be applied, will be applicable. Before that, you need to do your transaction, right? Beyond that, it will be, the records will be released. The records will be released for other users. Got me? So similar concept here. So any records, any rows you like to modify, if you like to log those records for further modification for by any other transaction, now this is a current transaction. So record will be locked in current transaction using for update. So we are going to use a condition here for a keyword called for update. Okay, how to do the DML modification and all, that's a different topic we'll see. The for update keyword is used to log the record. Okay, this will log the rows it will go to this. There is a keyword like, there is a keyword like is used to, is a compare, is used to compare the string values are such is used to compare the string values it's used to compare the partial string values, not the full values. Okay, you know, like the account name. I mean, you have the data in your to get the customer's details, but you don't know the complete name of the customer. Okay, you know the customer name, but not the complete name. Okay, so you have requirements say like fetch accounts whose name starts with capital, right? So I like to fetch all the account records where the names start with capital. It can be capital info solution, capital limited, capital right, institute, whatever, but I like to fetch all the records. I do not have the complete string. In that case, I can go with equal operator. If I have the complete string value, I can go with equal operator. If I have only the partial string, only part of the string values, then we can go with the like operator. The like keyword. The like keyword is used to compare the partial string values against your database. Okay, right? So how we are going to use this? We are going to use this like with wildcard characters. When you say wildcard characters, we're going to use this like along with wildcard characters. When you say wildcard characters, it's going to be percentage. Okay, percentage. A percentage says it means any character. Okay, let's see how we can use this. I use a capital, and at the end I use the percentage. It means the capital is a starting word. Okay, it's a starting word in the field what we are going to compare. Next to the capital, it can be any character. Okay, so get me the record where name like start with the capital and ends with any number of characters, any character. So percentage is used to refer any character. Got me? Okay, so get accounts whose name starts with capital and ends with only 3 characters. Beyond, right, uh, ends with only 3 more characters. It means beyond this, I expect only 3 characters or 4 characters. For example, 4 characters. Okay, I suspect like capital space limited, capital space org. Right, I have a records in database, capital limited, capital org, something. I need only these records. I'm not worrying about any other records which goes beyond this character. So next to the capital word, I'm expecting only 4 characters beyond this. Only the records whose name starts with capital and ends with only 4 characters beyond this. Okay, we do not have any restriction here, any number of characters. Okay, but here we are going to use a wildcard character. We're going to use a wildcard character here. underscore, right? Underscore is the character we are going to use, wildcard character. Underscore, it says only one character. When you use one underscore, it's going to denote only one character. Okay. If I need to get the name starts with caps, capital, and ends with 4 characters, then 4 underscore I'm going to include here. That's it. So the right, it can be any character, but how many numbers? The 4 numbers. Only the length 4. People follow this? Where name like capital percentage. So this will bring all the records. We'll go with 4 underscores. It gives only these records, right? You will follow this. It's okay. Okay, right.
Okay.
And suppose I need a get accounts whose name ends with, yes, space is also counted, ends with org. I need only the names that ends with org. I need only the names that ends with org. We are not worrying about the starting character. We are worrying about the end character now. So before this character, right? Before this character, it can be any character. It can be any character. When you say any character, it's going to be percentage. Am I right? So name like, so it's going to be in the beginning itself and ends with arc. You will follow this, like percentage ends with arc. So it gives only the name that ends with arc. Okay, so use this combination underscore percentage, right? You're going to use this combination. You can find that examples in my detailed notepad. Okay, I will upload it later. We'll follow this. Okay, and apart from this, we have some date functions can also be used as part of your SOQL query. You can use the date functions, the date time keywords. You can say keywords, okay, which can be used in your SOQL queries. So what are those date functions? We have functions like right, some of the important functions. Date and time functions. Today, next, last, okay, next month, last month, this year. So like this. Okay. So how we are going to use this? Suppose I need the accounts that are created today. So select. So get accounts that are created today. I don't need all the accounts. I need only the accounts that are created today. So what is the date field actually? Created date. It's a system defined field, right? It's a system field. So wherever I have a condition, then we need to go with where, which date we are talking about, created date equal to today. Got me? So all this keyword can be directly used against the date field or date time field. Okay, so that will be conversion will be happen automatically. You need not worry about worrying about. Okay, you should make sure the left side no, you can have date and date time field, and right side you can use any of these function, that conversion will happen automatically. Okay, you will follow this. So get me the account that are created today. Get me the account that are created before today. Okay, the that were created not today. What are the records which are not created today? I need to get less than. Will follow this? Okay, suppose I need all the accounts that are created this week. This week in the sense it start from Monday, right? So any of the records created, the accounts that are created this week. Okay, so this conversion you need not worry, just you have to use the keyword. That's it. Okay, there are some records created this week. Okay, whatever records created last month. Any of the record created last month, month 10, right? And I have some particular yeah, this year. So current year records. Okay, whatever records created this year, and we have some number of days. The records created in the last n days, in the last 10 days, for example. Okay, right. The thing is, so these things, this keyword where you have your own number of character, this will be used in your Apex environment, not in the query editor. Okay, use this in your Apex environment. I believe you cannot use here. 1 minute. Okay, you can use it here because we earlier we have just forgot the where conditions, right? Whatever records created in the last n days, last 100 days, I get more records here. We will follow this. So these are some date conditions you can use. Okay, fine, ma. Any queries here?
Ranjit, is there any way to get a previous record on particular date? We need to pass by doing some arithmetic operation dynamically.
Why should I? If you have a records on particular date, probably refer the date actually like this. So record which are created this particular date. So this is my variable other than. All right. Excuse. Okay, there is no record created. So go with that it's 27. Sorry. Hopefully I get the records which are created today, right? Okay, what happened? Created date, my date. Okay, date. Okay, we'll get some rows here. Okay, to get the record which are created today, of course you can use the functions here. For example, right? System dot today. Okay, I think it takes the time. The time I think I given as the US time zone. That's not is coming up properly. So anyway, see these are all additional, not just date examples, right? So that you can find it in my notepad. Yeah, I'll share the detailed notes here. Just go with this. Okay. If anything beyond this, we'll discuss. So there are some date and time method as well. Okay, we have a calendar underscore quarter, calendar underscore day in particular month. Okay, I need a day. I need a day in a particular month, right? Day in a month. See how we are going to use this. A calendar month of the date. So these are date functions. How we are going to use this. We need to pass the an argument to that function. We need to pass the argument to that function. Okay, so these are all functions. What you are talking about here is a function because we have open and close bracket. We have open and close bracket. Okay, so see how we use this. You can see here, get the opportunity which are created, who's the calendar which are created this year. Okay, which are created this year. So here we are using calendar year. We pass the date as argument. We get the year and compare with the this year keyword. Okay, we compare with the this year keyword. Suppose I in the result I need only the year part of the date. Calendar year, you pass the date, you get only the year part of the date. Of course, this type of query, it's like an aggregate query. Okay, it's the type of query is called aggregate query. We cannot store the result into list, or you cannot execute the a query into query editor. We can only do it in developer console, I mean anonymous window. Right. See here, select sum of amount from opportunity. So this query is called aggregate query. You are summing up all the opportunity amount value. Okay, so we are summing up all the opportunity amount value. This cannot be stored into a list of decimal or list of opportunity. We cannot store this into the S object type or primitive type. This can only be stored into a standard object called aggregate result, because we are going to calculate the aggregate result of an amount field, right? This can only be stored into a standard object. called aggregate result. We will follow this. So these functions, right? These functions you have seen like calendar month, created date. All these functions can only be if you use it in the part of your field that can be stored in an aggregate result. Okay, we'll discuss about the aggregate result. Right, aggregate result is used to get the summarized information of an object record. We know like a roll-up summary, right? In the roll-up summary, what are the different roll-ups summarized value you are going to get? A count, sum, maximum, minimum. Am I right? So all these are applicable here as well. You can also get the summarized value of uh, your object record. Okay, count number of records, sum of the number field, currency field, right, or percentage field, a maximum of a number field currency, okay, minimum and average. Average is also possible here, which is not possible in your roll-up summary in okay, you can do that. Okay, and count of you can count any of the field, you can write any of the field here. So all this requires an argument. Okay, all these require an argument. And there is a one more function which doesn't require argument, just give the number of records, right? So we'll continue this in the tomorrow session, the aggregate result. Got me? Aggregate result and relationship query we are going to cover tomorrow. We will go do this.
Clear, sir.
Okay, then see you all tomorrow.